We're counting down the 8 most dangerous refueling mistakes drivers make. Ranked from costly engine killers to fire hazard blunders most people don't even realize they're making. From hidden habits that eat away thousands of dollars in repairs to everyday slip-ups that threaten your car's safety and your wallet, you'll learn which common gas station errors can quietly destroy vital parts or risk an instant explosion. Let's start with number 8. Using the wrong fuel grade may seem harmless, but it quietly shortens your engine's life and empties your wallet. Modern engines are designed for specific octane ratings and ethanol blends. Filling a car that requires premium with regular unleaded can trigger knock sensor codes and rough running. Mechanics see misfire errors in about 12% of these cases. Using E15 in a vehicle not built for it degrades rubber seals by up to 18% in less than 5,000 miles. Repairs for fuel system damage average $2,800, and most warranties won't cover the mistake. Always match the fuel exactly to your owner's manual. Pulling out your phone while pumping gas seems harmless, but the real danger isn't the device itself, it's the static charge your body builds up. In dry weather or with synthetic clothing, a single movement can load your body with 10,000 to 15,000 volts. That's enough to create a spark far stronger than what's needed to ignite gasoline vapors. A spark as small as 0.3 millijoules can set off a fire, and the charge from your hands can easily deliver 10 times that. Fire investigators have traced dozens of gas station fires worldwide to static sparks, often triggered when drivers grab their phone or re-enter their car during fueling. The simplest way to stay safe is to leave your phone inside the vehicle and touch the metal door frame before handling the nozzle. That quick grounding step instantly discharges any static, making it nearly impossible for a spark to jump at the pump. Tanker trucks deliver thousands of gallons of fuel every day, but what happens right after they leave can quietly threaten your car's health. When a tanker fills the underground tanks, it stirs up a mix of dirt, rust, and water that normally settles harmlessly at the bottom. Testing by ASTM found that in the 2 hours after a delivery, particulate levels in the fuel can triple, and water content can spike as high as 150 parts per million. Every gallon pumped during this window risks sending that contamination straight into your tank, where it clogs injectors and wears out fuel pumps. Mechanics often see drivers come in with rough idling or misfire codes, only to find the culprit is dirty fuel picked up after a tanker unload. Injector cleaning is not cheap. Service tickets average around $340, and that's if you catch it early. The safest move is simple. If you spot a tanker at your gas station, skip that fill up or come back later. Waiting just a few hours can save you hundreds in repairs and keep your fuel system running clean. Running the tank close to empty is one of the fastest ways to destroy a modern fuel pump. Inside most cars, the pump sits submerged in gasoline, not just to move fuel, but to stay cool. When the level drops below a quarter tank, the pump's metal casing can reach temperatures over 150 degrees Celsius. Bosch engineering data shows that operating with less than 25% fuel accelerates internal wear by 60%. That extra heat and friction burn out the pump's bearings and seals long before their time. Mechanics see these failures all the time, and the bill is brutal. A pump replacement runs anywhere from $620 to $1,250, not including labor or towing if you're stranded. The pump isn't just a part, it's the beating heart of your fuel system. Letting it run dry even once can shave years off its lifespan. Refilling at the quarter tank mark is a simple habit that protects both your wallet and your car's most expensive fuel component. Topping off the tank after the pump clicks feels harmless, but it's one of the most expensive habits at the gas station. When those last few squeezes force extra fuel past the auto shutoff, liquid gasoline floods the charcoal canister, a part designed only to trap vapors, not liquid. Once the canister is saturated beyond 85%, it can't absorb fumes anymore. The EVAP system then fails to control vapor pressure, and the car's computer throws a check engine light, often a P0441 code. Mechanics see these canisters ruined by topping off, and the replacement isn't cheap. Across major repair shops, the bill for a new canister and labor ranges from $525 to $1,150. Warranties usually refuse to pay if overfilling is detected. The EPA and SAE both warn that overfilling not only wastes fuel, but destroys vapor recovery systems long before their normal lifespan. The safest move is to stop immediately when the pump clicks. Every extra cent squeezed in risks a repair that can wipe out years of fuel savings in a single visit. Twisting the gas cap off in one quick motion might feel efficient, but it triggers a hidden hazard inside the fuel system. On a warm day, with tank temperatures reaching 45 degrees Celsius, pressure inside can climb by nearly a full sigh, enough to push a jet of gasoline vapor more than a foot from the filler neck. That sudden burst isn't just unpleasant. It can spray fumes toward your hands and face, and even force vapor into delicate evap lines. In EPA vapor pressure tests, a rapid cap removal caused a 0.9 psi pressure spike and a vapor jet reaching 0.3 meters. The real trouble comes after. The fuel tank pressure sensor, confused by the abrupt drop, may signal a leak that doesn't exist. Over 12% of false P.S.O.55 codes, large leak errors, trace back to this exact moment. Drivers then face diagnostic fees ranging from $150 to $300, chasing a problem that was never there. The fix is simple. Turn the cap slowly until you hear a soft hiss. Pause for 2 seconds, then finish unscrewing. This small habit protects your sensors, keeps vapors contained, and saves you from unnecessary trips to the mechanic. A loose gas cap might seem harmless, but it quietly drains your wallet and triggers headaches most drivers never see coming. Department of Transportation studies show that a single loose or poorly sealed cap can leak around 30 gallons of fuel each year. Gone as invisible vapor, not even noticed at the pump. That is $90 to $105 wasted annually, just slipping into the air. The real trouble starts under the hood. When the gas cap isn't tight, air sneaks into the fuel system, and the onboard sensors detect what they think is a vapor leak. This sets off the check engine light, one of the most common reasons drivers end up at repair shops. Mechanics see thousands of these cases every year, chasing phantom leaks that trace back to a cap that wasn't tightened all the way. The fix is simple, but almost everyone neglects it. Twist the gas cap until you hear 3 solid clicks. For newer cars with capless designs, keeping the flap area clean is just as important. And if your cap is more than 5 years old or you've hit 60,000 miles, swap it out because the rubber seal dries out and stops doing its job. This quick habit saves fuel, keeps your evap system healthy, and spares you from needless warning lights and wasted money. Leaving the engine running while refueling is one of the most dangerous habits drivers pick up, yet surveys show that about 1 in 10 people still do it. Gasoline vapor is heavier than air, so it sinks and pools right around the nozzle and your shoes. With the engine idling, heat and electrical activity under the hood keep building. Alternators generate sparks up to half a joule during normal operation. This is far above the tiny fraction needed to ignite gasoline vapors, which can catch fire at just 0.3 millijoules. Even though these sparks are usually contained, all it takes is a stray vapor cloud and the right conditions for disaster. Modern cars make the problem worse. The EVAP system, designed to capture and recycle fuel vapors, can get confused when the engine is running during refueling. Instead of containing fumes, it may pull them into the engine at the wrong moment. This can lead to rough idling, sudden stalls, or even a check engine light. Mechanics see these issues regularly and trace them back to careless habits at the pump. Over time, the repeated pressure shocks from fueling with the engine on wear out the purge valve and vent solenoid and can cause charcoal particles to break loose inside the canister. Repairs for these components run from a few hundred to over $1,000, and most warranties won't cover the damage if driver error is found. The safest routine is simple. Always shut off the engine completely before opening the gas cap. Wait 10 seconds to let pressure settle, then start fueling. Never leave the key in accessory mode or let the engine idle. This single habit protects not just your car, but everyone around you at the station. Across all 8 entries, one pattern stands out. The smallest refueling habits have the biggest impact on safety, cost, and car lifespan. Most damage comes not from rare accidents, but everyday routines drivers overlook. With every fill-up, awareness is the line between routine and disaster. Stay vigilant.